I mean, we just received the most recent survey from Affect, which is a women's organization of the American Finance Association. And as of 2023, only 17% of tenure track faculty at top 50 business schools were women. So things have changed, but it's still only 17%. So there's not a lot. I remember about 10 years ago going to a specialty conference that I'll let remain nameless. And they usually have about 75 people there. And there were 5 women faculty of the 75. And at the first reception, we all kind of found each other like magnets.
Glommed onto
Yes.
each other.
Since then, I've had conversations with the organizers and I've lobbied them on this, and I think the participation rate of women has gone up there, but it's still maybe, in the ballpark of the 17% population in our field. So it was nice that we got to know each other, and just as you gravitated towards each other on the job market, you find people who've shared your experiences. So it is changing. There are more women at that conference now, as an example, but it's not changing in some ways.
I'm thinking about even the subfields, like you two were kind of alluding to, your own field, where my experiences, I remember it vividly, similar to what you just described, Jennifer, of just such a small number of women. I remember going to a WFA session in your field, your subfield, not mine, and just looking around and just the different culture in that room from what I was used to, even though I'm used to, being one of few women in other rooms and the finance conferences. But in that room in particular, I noticed that, one, there were very few women, and two, the aggression is like when the session chair said, "Does anyone have any questions?" About 50 hands go up. And I thought, wow, this place is intense. I think it's easy to be intimidated by feeling so underrepresented and feeling like your culture and, what your preferred way of discourse is different from the room that you're in. At least that's my experience.
Absolutely.
Diane, do you remember that breakfast at the WFA meeting this must have been 25 years ago? And we got together all the women we knew who were going to be at the WFA meetings, and there were 5 of us, and we had breakfast at a restaurant where the WFA meetings were. And several of the men walked in and looked at us and kind of went, "What, are you ganging up on us or something?" So,
Wow.